Hey guys, I'm Artemis Airsoft. This is going to be the first video and probably my lead video for at least a year. This video is all about beginnings. I'm going to talk about my starting collection, including 5 pistols, well 5 smaller guns and 6 of the nice ones, the nice large ones. I'm going to be starting with my smallest pistol and going up. This is not a review of any of these. These are just talking about the story behind them, reasons why I got them, how it felt when I played with them, and any funny stories along with them. Because some of these do have pretty good stories. So first up is my HFC HG107. This is a Colt 25 replica. Absolutely tiny and adorable. Compared to its, it's a green gas powered non-blowback for $25. I picked it up because I needed to get batteries and magazines for some guns. Specifically one that'll be appearing later. And I just need to make the cart big enough so I can get free shipping. And I was like, you know what, screw it. Colt 25. It was much more fun than I expected. I played about like 5 or 6 games with this, but I haven't been doing much games with it anyways, because I just moved down from another state in America to another one, and this thing is absolutely a blast to play with. Like, people came up to me like, "What'd you shoot me with, man? What was it?" I go, "Oh, it's this thing." And they're like, "What?" It was so much fun. If you have 25 spare extra dollars when you're buying your next thing on e-bike, get this. I don't know about this Cybergun one, but this is the HFC one, and it is way too much fun already. The next one up, BLEX-AE. This is my first ever gas blowback, and I felt like I've never needed another one before. Again, I know there's probably a better feeling one that I can get for like $500, but I don't have $500 to spare. It comes with, in the box, it comes with an extra back grip, a little piece for you to do 24 round magazine, and the gun itself. This is my first in-store pickup gun. So I bought this at a store from my previous state, and the day when I saw it, I fell in love with it. It looked so good. It's a 9mm replica, has the 9mm markings, but when I took it home for the first day, I loaded up some gas in it, racked it, fired. Oh my gosh, I fell in love. This thing has a good kickback to it. It's heavy aluminum, light polymer. Every single game I've played with this thing that I've shot this in felt like it was wonderful. I definitely recommend it for any beginner. It's $100 on e-bike. I paid $120, but again, I recommend this one. This will probably be the first video out on the channel. Hopefully next Saturday. Could be a little later, could be a little earlier. Who knows? My time frame. But I plan on releasing a video, hopefully every Saturday or Sunday. Someday on the weekend for me, where I probably have my time off. These 11 guns will stay in my collection forever. I don't plan on ever selling them. The only time they will be eliminated from the collection is if someone essentially destroys them and makes it impossible for me to repair. That's one of the series I want to try doing, is a Boneyard series. So what that is I buy a gun off of Boneyard. For example, this one here's a Boneyard gun that I'm not done with. And we take it, we fix it, and we talk about if it was more cost efficient or if it was it was not worth it. We'll talk about what we could have done better, what we could have done worse, advice to go for, and things like that. And I think it's a very interesting guideline, and I want to do it because I don't see it a lot. Next up is a legitimate Japanese Tokyo Marui. And how do I know it's legitimate? Because It's in Japanese. The whole manual is in Japanese. I don't plan on taking these out that much. I plan on just pretty much keeping it as box, keeping it as a store, a show-off item, you know, original BBs, bullet bore stopper. It's electric blowback with a really weird magazine that I love, and we picked it up for $50, and I think it was worth it. I will like to shoot it at least once or twice, but I'm not going to remove any of the tags because collector's thing. So this will be in my collection probably on so this wall right here, I have a whole wall that I'm going to make into a collection wall. We'll have a pegboard on the back so I can hang my guns up, some shelves so I can put my pistols right on top to display those. And yeah, I feel like this is a really good start to what I wanted to do. Another thing I'm going to do is this is not just going to be a review and gameplay channel. We're going to do custom cosplay builds, and what I mean by that is building things such as one project I plan on doing is Montaigne's shield from Rainbow Six Siege, Jaeger's shield, or not Jaeger, Blitz with his giant flash bang light. A few other things. One of the first projects I think we're going to end up doing is Vera from Firefly. Vera is a modified AK. Pretty much it has a SPAS-12 rear with some extra fake faux bullets on the back, a straight mag for an AK, and a weirdly shaped handguard. And I'm hoping to build that first because it'll help me learn about 3D printing, which I'm going to be using a lot more. But any suggestions from you guys, I'll take to heart, and I'll look through it, and I'll try to figure out, yeah, I want to do this versus no, I don't. Next up is my SEMA 123S MOSFET edition. So this is a 1911 that is an electric pistol, which originally I thought, yeah, that would be great because I was building at the time a Mafia kit. Mafia gangsters use 1911s, and a soldier kit because I had the jacket, I had the trench coats and all that. Unfortunately, it's really thick. So 1911 is not supposed to be this thick. It's supposed to be a lot thinner, almost half its size actually. But when I received it, I was like, damn, that is pretty thick for a gun. It uses these stick mags, which I found really easy to use. I played with this gun for about 4 or 5 rounds before I was like, yeah, this is not it. It doesn't feel right, it doesn't shoot right. I don't know what it is. I was going to check out the hop-up later. But yeah, these are all interesting things that I was going to look through. And this is honestly a worth it gun. If you're playing in the backyard with a group of friends, or you're playing CQB, and you just need a pistol to go out and play with, you don't want to drop $500 on a gas blowback and maybe 6 mags, get this. Mags are $5. I bought 4 of them. This comes with a battery and a speed loader and a charger, so you literally have everything you need to play straight out of the box. Do I want to play with it? No, I don't. I have a nice pistol. I have a good time with my big guns. It does have full auto too. Beaver tail safety, semi, full auto. But it's not my style of gun. I don't like pistols that much. I prefer my bigger SMGs, and I'm pretty sure they'll change as time goes on. Next up is my troublesome child, a VZ61 Scorpion Sportline ASG Sportline. My bad. This is the one I spent the most money on. The gun itself was, I believe, $80, but I also got 2 spare magazines, 2 spare batteries, and an extra charger because I thought the charger was broke on this. This is currently broken. The contacts in the hand grip are broken. They don't conduct electricity. We tested it with multimeters, but it's a good gun. It feels nice. When I did shoot it, it shot beautifully. It made a beautiful sound. I enjoy just, reloading it, putting the mag in, cocking it and holding it. Feels nice in the shoulder. I did remove the orange tip so I can put the threaded barrel on, but it is airsoft. So, yeah. When I was shooting it, I gotta say, try to avoid the cheap knockoffs, put simply. My experience with this has mainly been problems with magazines, batteries, motors, different problems with this specific one. I still love it to death. I still will use it. I still love it. It's just, it gotten to the point where I'm kind of sick of it, but I still want to finish it, so I have a nice gun for my tank build. Because I am building a lot of cosplay kits, or not. I'm building a lot of kits, not cosplay, but they're kits. Unfortunately, I would have shown up in my suit, so I can do my Mafia kit for you guys, but it hasn't arrived yet where I'm at, so that is that. Well, that's all my smaller guns, including my pistols and my SMG, the Scorpion. Let's get started with the history of me. The pistols don't add much, but these definitely do. Starting off with my sniper. This was a Christmas gift in 2020. It's a little dusty because it just got out of its storage place. On this side's fine. It's a double eagle. But oh boy, we didn't chrono it, but it shoots probably around 450 from what Daniel has told me, my younger brother, Boyd has told me. Daniel's his nickname, Boyd's his real name, but whatever. From what Boyd has told me. But it's a wonderful gun. Riser mount, adjustable back stock. Beautiful pull on this thing. Like, I pull it, it's easy. The scope I got from a friend because I had the riser mounts and he just gave it to me because he didn't need it anymore. When I wear my mask, it fits nicely. Adjustable hop up, 22 round mag at the bottom. And I got this for Christmas because my younger brother needed someone to play with. So they were like, hey, you wanted to be a sniper, right? Here's your sniper rifle. And I'm like, it originally did not have the scope, so I was like, I'm not shooting this thing because I can't hit a damn. So I got the scope later on, started having sniper duels with my other friend back home, back to the other place, and it was wonderful. This is something, if you want to get into sniping, but you don't want to drop $100, $300 on it, a rifle, because I've seen those prices. They can go from anywhere from $200 to like whatever you want to spend. This is it. 80 bucks gets you the rifle. It gets you the rifle, the riser mount, extra pads. And it's a very comfortable gun to hold too. It doesn't look like it, but the square body does give you a nice little grip on it. It is actually pretty quiet too. Full review coming soon, hopefully. Next one up is probably the coolest out of my collection. It is my custom painted FN Herschel P90. This is not the new one. This is the old one. Or it was just Cybergun and FN. So this is not the Crytek one. Sorry to make you disappointed. But this is my first AEG ever. And I love it. So this is a P90, obviously. P90s are my favorite kinds of guns. I love my weird, awkward, and ugly guns. So, P90s, Tunas, PP2Ks, Scorpions, the guns you don't commonly see in the field. But I love the magazines of these things. And the custom paint job was done by my friend. She is a wonderful artist. And I only asked for this little painting here. His name, I believe, is Curso. I can ask her again and I'll put any correct pronunciations in the description. Curso is so fun. But I told her just paint him one side and you can be done. She painted all sides. She put shoot for the stars on the top. My two cats, I believe this one was Nugget and Tiger's here. That's Tiger, supposed to be Tiger. She wrote the name of the gun, Len, because I like Gun Gale Online. Yeah, I'm a weeb, so what? Yeah. But this is the gun I had the most fun with. This is my first gun. Unfortunately, because it's painted, I don't want to take it out anymore, but it will be in the background of the wall. So whenever I do a video in here, which is probably for reviews specifically, you'll see it. So this is Len, my favorite gun. And the gun that is definitely sticking with me forever. She's a pretty, and I love her. Next one up is my tuna. This is my tactical tuna, again from Cybergun. And this thing's fun. It's approximately, I got this specifically because we needed more guns for everyone to play at once, because that was a problem we had, and this was the gun for it. I got the tuna. I asked between an AK, a FAMAS, and the tuna. And they went, go with the tuna. So I went with the tuna. And I don't regret it. It's my DMR for right now. I haven't actually gotten out to play outside yet. But it is, when I hold it, it's nice. It doesn't feel too heavy. I can run around. Pop-up's easy to adjust, just flip that up. Bam. It is quite loud though. Those are one problem. It does shoot kind of hot. But other than that, she is beautiful. I love her. And eventually, regarding to the P90, is I plan to make a whole series of the paints. I already talked with her. She said she would do it for me if I paid her, and I'm already planning on paying her. But I'm probably going to get the next one is either a tuna or Chris Vector, one of those two. And we're going to have a custom paint job on the big parts, so I have a nice mural of Cursos. Again, I believe that's his name. I don't know actually. So this is definitely one that I love. Next one up is this little guy. This is my SPAS 12, and it has a hilarious story. The first time I went to an arena to play, because normally I would play in my friend's backyard, I was telling my dad I needed a shotgun because none of my guns were rated for CQB. The only ones I brought was my P90, an M4 that I gave to my dad, and my brother's AUG, and my pistols. Well, they were all shooting too hot. So I asked for a shotgun, and that came the STF-12. This is a Fabron STF-12. It's very good. It's a shotgun, a scattergun. So, well, it's not a gas one. So it is a shotgun. It shoots 3 at once. And this is a blast to play with. A recent story is my brother had to borrow a shotgun because he didn't bring his AUG because he didn't have the battery. So I lent him this, and he said it was the most fun he ever had, so I'm planning on giving this to him. Probably will at the end of this video. So unfortunately, this one's probably going to disappear from my collection, but that's because I'm giving it to my brother, who had a lot more fun with it. I tried it for a few games, and I was like, yeah, this is great, but I don't think a shotgun's for me. So I feel bad for wasting $70, but it's not a waste if I give it to my brother and he has a blast with it. It's very smooth, very easy. My brother is quite young, so he's able to have some fun with this, and it is a great time. So the next one up is my Boneyard. This is a UMP 45 competition from Umarex. The problem with it is it doesn't work. The whole lower assembly, someone tried to upgrade it and then they returned it. So there was a whole bunch of wrong pieces, wrong parts, wrong springs. So it just didn't work. The blowback springs were completely screwed. And the battery does not fit correctly. But I got it at Boneyard for I think $180, which is really good because these are normally like $380. So I saved about $100, well, $200. But I need to get a new lower, and this actually has a plan to it. The lowers can easily be swapped out if you remove a pin. So I decided to make this one into an HPA engine eventually, and then the new lower I'm going to get to be my to be a electric one, because say I don't want to carry a heavy tank around with me, something like that, God knows, and I wanted to just play with an electric. There we go, and I have blowback too. It is electric blowback, so it's this piece moves every single time you fire. Full auto, burst, single, safe. Folding stock is really nice, and it is all high-grade polymer and aluminum. I don't think it's steel, but it probably is. It's an Ares version 3 gearbox. Lovely little piece. But this is a very fun gun to play with. Last but not least, definitely not least, is probably my favorite SMG for right now that I can play with. P90 is still my favorite, but this is one I play with. It's a Thompson machine gun. It's from Thompson and I believe Cybergun. I don't know the actual founders. I got it literally a week ago, but I got it originally because I wanted to complete a Mafia kit that I was doing, classic Chicago gangsters kind of thing from the Prohibition era. And I love it. Easy firing, easy 200 round magazine, smooth firing too. Like out of all my guns, this one is smooth. Easy to rack, easy to aim. One problem is it's 7 pounds and I'm not strong yet. This guy's a little hefty. When I hold it up for too long, my arms start to get tired, I start to get weak. But when I played with it, it was a blast. I did not regret it one bit. Like, I was excited to play with this. I'm excited to play with this thing again. And the next time I'll be in a full Mafia suit. So yeah, this is my starting collection. And this is it. Next year, I'll make another video with my collection. Except, hopefully, I'm hoping personally that it won't fit on one wall. I'm hoping I'd have to lay things on the floor, talk to you guys, and hopefully get better gear for next time. But, again, this is the beginning. Plans. Again, the plans for my future videos are build videos. So, building kits, upgrading guns. I plan on having a series called Level Up. You'll know what that is when I make my first version. Boneyard. Designing and building equipment such as Montaigne's shield from Rainbow Six, Vera from Firefly, Blitz's shield from Rainbow Six again. And I'm willing to take any suggestions you guys have. If you want to support the channel, please like and subscribe. It would help a lot. And again, thank you for watching. This is Humble Beginnings. And until next time, I'm out.